the Winter Arc Lean Bulk Guide. Yes, I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but we still have 2.5 months left in the year and probably another like 6 months of winter. So we got some time. Let's double down and let's get right to it. As you guys can see, this is where I came from. I came from scrawny to jacked. In the first picture, um, I had no muscle or very little. I was very insecure with the body that I did have. As you guys can see, I was wearing a shirt because I had a bird chest and I had a gyno as well. So there was no way you could pay me to take my shirt off. And I didn't work chest because I was so insecure about my chest. Um, and then the second picture, this was about a week ago actually, and I'm bulking as well. So I have a little bit of extra body fat because of the bulk. But as you can see, you can still see my striations in my chest, and you can still see the veins in my arms on a bulk. So, what are some results that we should expect to see? Okay, we're not just doing this for to get jacked. Okay, there's some subconscious goals that we want to meet as well, whether you think so or not. First of all, a successful lean bulk, mass gained while remaining lean. That is the whole point of a lean bulk. Number two, self respect and self trust. The whole process of what we are about to get into will give you self respect and self trust because you're going to have to follow through with your word. Number three, extreme confidence. The work that you put in to get jacked and being jacked result in extreme confidence. There's no getting out of it, fellas. Sorry to tell you. Number four, resilience and mental fortitude. This takes a lot more than you think. Okay, so you're going to fall, but you are going to get back up. Hence the resilience. Number five, discipline. Like I said, this is gonna take a lot. This is not a simple thing to do. A lot of people want to like. I'm here to simplify it as best as I possibly can, but at the end of the day, you have to put in the work. You have to put in the effort to get the results that you desire. Number six, we got alignment. Now, when I was skinny and I didn't have any mass on my bones, I used to dream about being jacked. It's weird to say out loud, but I fantasized about being jacked. I always admired and looked up to people who were jacked, and I always just knew that was for me. So when I really got to this point, like I feel congruent with who I am, if that makes sense. And you'll feel the same way. Number seven, aura, and it goes with number eight and number nine. When you step into a room and the clothes that you wear are fitted, they fit your body comfortably, and you have veins coming out your arm, you have muscles poking out your chest. People notice, okay? When I walk into a room, it's eyes on me, not just because I'm 6'5", but because I put the necessary effort into my body to get the outcome that makes people want to look, that makes men want to get what I have, that makes women, lust over me. Um, Again, this is just what comes with it. You're gonna get the results that you want from the lean bulk, but there are a plethora of other things that come with this. Why you're not already jacked? Your workouts are soft. Let's be real. You're lacking intensity. You never push yourself past discomfort, never seeing what you're really capable of. Now, a lot of men work out like this. Now, I do understand for the guys who are just getting in the gym, they are just doing what they can. They are just moving weights because that's what they think they're supposed to do. But this is an art, okay? You are literally trying to transform yourself into something new. You trying to be rebirthed. If you think that you can just walk into a gym, eat random foods, lift little weights, and think that you're gonna get anything, good out of that, it's not gonna happen, fellas. You eat like a bird, okay? Your calorie intake and macro count is lower than what you think it is, and that's why you're skinny. Looking for you, I'm here to help with that. You barely get good sleep, no matter how much you push yourself. If you're not getting adequate sleep, you will not grow. Again, this is another topic that we're going to touch on, but if you are not getting at the very minimum 6 hours of sleep on a regular basis, you're missing out on gains, okay? Sleep is going to help your energy levels, help your recovery, help your hormones. And just those three things alone, if you're lacking on sleep, you're just leaving gains on the table. You just do what everybody else does. You don't try different workouts to see what works for you and what doesn't, right? You're probably just going on YouTube looking at Chris Bumstead, who is far, far, far more jacked than you, than me, than 99% of the planet. And you're just following his workout routine thinking that you can do what he does. No, you're starting from a different position, okay? You got to do what you can do and push that to its limits. Don't just start doing what he's doing thinking that you can do it. It's not going to happen. And lastly, you're inconsistent. You go for a few days at a time, stop for a few weeks, and you think coming back is going to get you any sort of progress. I was inconsistent. For 4 years, I was going for 6 months and quitting for 6 months. I went for a year and I stopped, saw a little bit of progress, thought I was doing all right, and just put the gym away. And that was my biggest downfall, because when I locked in, everything changed. I gained 30 pounds of muscle. I'm lean, as you guys saw in that last picture I just showed you guys. I mean, I'm probably 12, 13 max percent body fat right now, and that's only because I'm bulking, fellas. Okay, so you can make a huge transformation in 3 months, in 6 months. Give yourself a year, your whole life can change. But you have to be consistent, because if not, you're never going to see the peaks of what this life has to offer. And let me tell you something, when you're jacked, life changes, okay? We're going to get into that a little bit as well. The truth. This is going to take genuine commitment, okay? 3 months will get you far, but 6 months of consistent action will change your life. I know, because I've done it. Calories are going to determine how much weight you gain or lose. Macros are going to determine how that weight is distributed, and micros are going to determine how your body feels on a daily basis. And once you understand this, it's only a matter of time and consistency and discipline. That's it, right? If you can understand that what you put into your body is going to give you a direct output, then we can start working, brother. And lastly, snacking on garbage is going to hold you back from your goals. I did not see true gains until I left the snacking behind, until I replaced the snacking with fruit. And I'm not saying you can't have an occasional this or that. I mean, again, we're talking to the guys who are starting out. If you want to have a little snack here and there, you're not going to die as long as you're on top of your goals, right? But getting the snacks out of your diet will inevitably take you to the next level, because now you are fully congruent. Now you are not snacking on bullshit. Now you are not, just having these sugary pointless snacks or drinks like apple. Like, if you drink apple juice, it's just sugar water essentially. But until you rid yourself of trash foods, you'll never amount to your full potential. Like I said, this is going to cost a lot, fellas. And until you're ready to really soak this information in and really take action on it, it's not going to happen. But hey, I'm here to give you the information and knowledge that you need, so that when you do start, you will be so far ahead than the 99%. Firstly, we're starting with training. You're going to want to become best friends with the barbell, fellas. Why do I say this? Because compound lifts like bench, squat, deadlifts, shoulder press, pull-ups, dips are going to spike your testosterone and your growth hormone due to high muscle activation under heavy loads. Next, let's talk about the workout split you want to have. If you want to gain as much mass as humanly possible within the next 3 to 6 month window, you want to hit each muscle group 2 times a week. Why? Because science shows that hitting each muscle group 2 times a week can raise your gains by up to 50%. So what you're doing on day 1 and 2, you want to hit on day 4 and 5. Obviously, Monday chest and tris, Tuesday back and buys, Wednesday legs and shoulders, and then rinse and repeat. You want to do abs up to 3 days a week, right? You don't have to do abs every day, but you do want to hit cardio every day except for leg day. It's just my preference. A lot of guys want to try and get out of this, or say you have to do cardio twice a week, listen, you want to lean bulk, right? You want to cut as much fat out as possible while gaining as much mass as possible. You want to hit cardio every single day. If you're starting from zero, from zilch, okay, we can start at 2 days a week and build from there. But eventually, cardio needs to be done every single day except for legs. If you are going 5 days a week, then you want to switch up day 1 and 2 bi-weekly. So let's just say you're hitting chest on Monday and back on Tuesday, and then you're hitting chest on Thursday and back on Friday. Well, you want to be able to hit legs twice a week at some point. So what you want to do is hit Monday, or hit legs on that Monday, and then switch the Thursday to also doing legs. Next, strength training. Day 1 to 3 should be focused on strength/resistance training, building as much strength as possible, slowly increasing weight/reps in any given workout weekly. For example, if you lifted 135 for 8 last week and 135 for 10 this week, that means you made progress. But here's the thing, we want to make progress every week. We don't want to just continue to lift the same weights over and over again, because that is going to get you absolutely nowhere. Why? Because strength builds mass, periodically boosts testosterone and growth hormone, and strengthens bones, tendons, and joints, and more. Next, we go on to volume training. On days 4, 5, and 6, we should be focusing on form, endurance, and building as much mass as possible, right? Hence the volume. Aim from anywhere to 12 to 20 sets per week, combined with the strength training, to maximize muscle hypertrophy, boost testosterone, growth hormones, and IGF-1, which is an insulin-like growth factor, which amplifies muscle growth, improves nutrient use, and strengthens tissues and accelerates recovery. Now, I know you might be wondering, why are we going to do strength and volume within the same week? The reason is, we don't want to gain the strength without the size, and we do not want to gain the size without the strength. I know you guys have seen powerlifters, and I know you guys have seen bodybuilders. As you guys have seen, bodybuilders are just big dudes. Why is that? Because they focus on volume. They just focus on getting big. I'm not saying they're strong, but they're not putting up numbers that a powerlifter would lift. But powerlifters are way smaller than bodybuilders because they are focused on strength. The whole point of doing this is to build an aesthetic body, so you don't want to be strong and deflated. You want the best of both worlds. You want to be strong and you want to be big. And when you're lifting like this twice a week, you're going to get the benefits of both. Next, let's talk about recovery. You need to understand that you're working hard, okay? Because by all means, this is not easy work. This takes a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot, but you're up for it. I know that much. So naturally, this is going to require a lot of recovery, 7+ hours of sleep minimum. Okay, if you're going to work out hard 6 days a week, you need a lot of rest to recover from that. You also want to supplement with supplements that help with recovery, like magnesium, zinc, and ECAAs. Okay. Also put creatine in there, but we're going to get into supplements a little bit later in the video. And lastly, you want to do daily stretching. Why? A lot of guys don't stretch, but this is going to, think of it like putting space in between people in a crowd, right? Your muscle fibers are different people, and when you stretch, you kind of air things out a little bit. That's what stretching is. Next, we want to talk about diet. Look at the vascularity, fellas. Come on. You want to get like that. Next, getting rid of processed food. Continuously eating processed food is going to destroy your lean bulk. Why? Because the first time I tried to bulk, I was eating 20-piece nuggets. I was eating McChickens. I was eating large fries, all in the same meal. And guess where that didn't get me? That didn't get me these results. Okay, that's why I got these pictures up, because diet is 70% of the work. Diet is 70% of the work. You're not going to get the full spectrum of nutrients through your food. You will undoubtedly get chubby. I know, because I've been there. Typically high calories filled with carbs and fats. Okay? Your hormones are going to be out of whack, and processed foods will keep your body inflamed and bloated. You will never be able to successfully lean bulk while eating processed foods. Again, I used to eat McDonald's all the time. I used to eat Chick-fil-A all the time. I used to eat Dairy Queen all the time. All these unhealthy places, and I never got the results I want until I started eating the way I should be eating, which we'll also get into. As you can see, whole foods. We need to be eating whole foods. Fitness is 70% diet. Okay, your body is literally growing new cells with what you put in your body. So the better quality you put in your body, the better results you will get. Remember that you're eating for fuel and not flavor. A lot of people out here just want to eat stuff because it tastes good. And let me tell you, that is the last thing you want to do. Okay, again, I used to eat McDonald's. I used to eat fast foods all the time, and the results I got were horrible compared to eating natural whole foods like red meat, chicken, seafood, high quality dairy, high quality fats, rice, potatoes and sweet potatoes, fruits, vegetables, and sourdough bread. You are only going to get a lower amount of nutrients, vitamins, and minerals through processed foods. It's going to have high sodium and sugar, additives, preservatives. And again, your body is literally growing, right? So the quality of your muscles and new cells that you're creating is going to be based on the stuff that you're putting in your body. And I guarantee you now, there's a large gap between you and the person who is eating a healthy diet consistently. A very large gap, matter of fact. Next, supplements that we want to at least look into taking: creatine, vitamin D3, K2, magnesium, zinc, fish oil, electrolytes, caffeine or pre-workout. I prefer caffeine over pre-workout. Whey protein isolate only if you're not getting enough protein through your food. ECAAs for recovery, and fenugreek or maca root for the guys who are having trouble putting on size. I've been there and I understand, but at the end of the day, if you got to take something to help you get to where you want to go, that's just what you got to do. There's no shame in that as long as you're not getting fat on the process. If you're just starting out at the gym, supplements do not need to be your main priority. Your main priority needs to be getting your diet in check to a point where it's healthy enough that you start to feel better, you start to sleep better, you have more energy, you have higher testosterone. Like, those are the key factors into getting results over using supplements. But at the end of the day, supplements are going to get you where you want to go. Half of these are absolutely necessary, and the other half are performance, like whey protein, ECAAs, maca root. But fish oil, zinc, magnesium, D3, like, these are necessary things that are already in your body that you should be taking to drive better results. Macros, we're going to go with a 35% protein, 35% carb, 30% fat. Anybody who tells you that you need to be on a high carb diet is lying to you. Anybody who says 50% carbs is lying to you. Why is that? Because carbs are going to get you what? Bloated. Okay, they hold water, and that's not what you want. You're trying to gain mass, not fat. Okay, and what carbs are going to do is they're going to give you that kind of more bulkier look, but it's not through your muscles. You're gonna lose the vascularity. You're gonna lose the striations, and you're just gonna look. You're gonna look a little bit bigger, but you're also gonna look a little bit fatter as well. A gallon of water a day. We just should be doing this on a regular basis, along with our electrolytes, which are absolutely necessary. So, you also want to eat 1 gram of protein per desired body weight. So, let's just say you're 180 pounds, but your weight goal is 200. You want to eat 200 grams of protein. And a little bit extra is not going to hurt you, all right? Lastly, we want to go into mindset. And the reason that I use these pictures for mindset is because you can't get a body like this without the mindset. Let's get into it. This is going to require a system, fellas. Like I said, with the discipline, the consistency, the diet, the workout routine, this is not easy stuff. The rest that you have to schedule out. This is going to take a lot. And if you do not systemize it into a way that works for you, that you have full autonomy and control over it, this is going to be a whole lot harder than whatever you expected it to be. You will not get there if you do not have structure that works for your goals. If you're not creating new daily habits that you will follow at certain times of the day, you will inevitably backslide right back into your old life. And I'm telling you from experience, when I used to just wake up, let my morning just go, eat when I got hungry, go to the gym when I felt like it, like things weren't consistent and I wasn't getting results and I was wondering why I wasn't getting results. I would be in the gym for 6 months and I felt the same. I looked the same. Why is that? Because I didn't set structure in my life that gave me full control over what was going on. Firstly, you need to set your goal. The first most obvious thing is to set your goal. In this case, it's going to be gaining X amount of mass while staying lean enough to see striations and veins. To achieve this goal, you not only have to have a schedule of when you're going to the gym, but also when you eat, what time you're going to wake up and go to bed in the morning. Creating these habits are going to take an average of 21 days of consistency. Again, keyword consistency. This does not mean everything is going to align perfectly. You may stumble and fall, but you will get back up again with that same intensity. Again, like 21 days is a long time to do something that you're not used to. You're gonna fall. You might, miss a gym for a day. You might miss a meal or eat something bad. Don't be too hard on yourself, but get back up, jot it down, and just keep on pushing because you're gonna get where you want to go if you really want to. Falling is necessary. It's part of the learning, but you have to get back up and get right back to it. Lastly, you want to track everything. You want to check your bedtime. You want to check your wake up time. You want to check the hours that you slept. I'm telling you, this is a part of it. You will not see progress if you don't write it down daily. This isn't just going to stay in your head every single day. Okay? Your calorie and macro count with each meal, what time you go to the gym, what muscle group you hit, how many sets and reps you did, how long between your sets you took. And you want to journal the journey every single day, fellas. How you're feeling throughout the day and in between workouts. And this will allow you to make micro adjustments on the fly to improve your progress with ease. Okay, so again, you're not just going to keep all this information in your head. Oh, I did this 2 weeks ago. It's gone. But when you track and log everything, you can go back a month, 2 months, 3 months, see where you started, see how much progress you made. And with that being done, you're going to see the progress in real time, day by day, step by step, where you fell, why you fell, why you get up, why you got back up, what was the motive behind this, behind this, behind this. You need to start tracking. And these are some tools that I like to use just to stay on top of myself in every way, shape, and form when it comes to my schedule. I got some notifications, my note taker. This helps me systemize everything, all my thoughts, collect everything in one place. And my habit tracker, I can cross off everything that I got done within that day. And it's like a tiny win, a tiny win, a tiny win every single time I cross something off. And I promise you, if you use these tools, then they will benefit you in the long run. I love writing stuff down, but when I have these, I can be across the world. I can be in Colombia, I can be in Spain, I can be wherever, and I'll still be able to have access to these via my phone or my laptop or just whatever I'm using at the time, to be able to jot down some notes, stay on top of myself, and track all my goals. The goal with this is to make this your new baseline. Being jacked with veins and striations should be your normal, even during a bulk. Eating healthy foods should be your normal. Having healthy habits and a schedule should be your normal. Having high testosterone should be normal. And I guarantee you, if you follow all the steps that I gave you in this video, you will have all of these things in abundance. I'm telling you now, being jacked will change your life. Having a schedule will give you dominance and confidence over your life. And having testosterone, I mean, you couldn't imagine how good life feels having all these things. Trust me, it's far better on the other side, and you can do that. Now, with that being said, that's the end of the video, and I really hope this video served you and gave you what you need to be able to change your life. Again, it's great on the other side, and I just hope that this video gives you the knowledge that you need to take action and make it to your destination. I would really appreciate it if you guys left us a like and a subscription. And for one-on-one coaching, there's a link in the description where we will build out and tailor a plan specifically for you to help you reach your goals. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.